Hi guys, it's Jose again. So I just got home from work. I just worked about a 9-hour shift in retail on my feet all day. And I got home and I'm hungry. It's not necessarily very early. I'm definitely not gonna cook anything too crazy. So I said, let me have a pizza. I don't make fresh pizza. I get all my pizzas from Trader Joe's or Wegmans. But what I do is I kind of spice them up and I add to them to make it look more of like a artisan pizza, if you will. So I'm gonna start off with this guy here. It's the Trader Joe's pizza margarita. This guy is about $3, and it's a pretty big size. It can, I mean, two people can eat from this, or if you eat a whole personal pizza yourself, that's gonna be great for you. So again, from Trader Joe's for $3. And I have here, also from Trader Joe's, wild arugula, a small Roma tomato, and an avocado in my mixing bowl. I have here the Wegmans Parmesan cheese that I love. Remember, not fresh. And then I also have my favorite Dijon mustard from Trader Joe's. Then I have my Trader Joe's chunky blue cheese dressing and dip. Love this stuff. A pizza seasoning from Williams-Sonoma. And a black pepper. So what I'm gonna do here is, first thing is, pop this guy in the oven. Okay, before I put her in the oven, I have it here on the pizza pan for the oven. I'm gonna take very little bit of my pizza seasoning from Williams-Sonoma. I love this stuff. I love pizza. My husband doesn't really like pizza that much. So I find that I'm really the only one who eats in this house. But this seasoning is the bomb. It's like, it has so much shit in it. It has garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, California chilies, cayenne pepper flakes, onions, sea salt, basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, black pepper. So it's really good, and it has a lot of nice stuff in it. Although the shit is expensive. I think it's like $11. But I probably had it for like, honestly, couple months, and it's still pretty full. So it's something that you're gonna have for a really long time. Just make sure that you close it airtight and you store it in a nice place. So now that I've put just a little bit of seasoning, I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit of black pepper. And I do this before because I like the flavors to marinate as the pizza cooks. Now I put the pizza in my oven. Once again, my Breville Smart Oven, which I love so much. So we're gonna put her in there and we'll be back it's done in about 15 minutes. Okay, so now that you have all your shit cut up, I cut the Roma tomato very fine in whole slices, and then I chopped up the guacamole. I'm sorry, I'm like the worst when it comes to cutting guacamole. But the tomato came out pretty good. You gotta get yourself a good knife for that. I like to, I believe a chef should have amazing tools. So like my knives are primarily Japanese knives, and then I do have some German ones, but like these knives, you'll be seeing them, I use them a lot. They're my favorite. They're called Globals, and they're Japanese. And then, yeah. So invest in a good knife. It'll last you forever, and your cutting will be impeccable. So now I'm gonna take my blue cheese dressing. I use this for like everything, honestly. I'm just gonna drizzle it like this because I'm not trying to like make a, you know, overload a salad with a bunch of dressing. I really just want to moisten the arugula. So it's really just gonna be a drizzle. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of black pepper and I'm gonna put it in here, or a lot. My husband's not eating this, so I can put all my spicy shit in it and I'll be fine. Then I'm gonna take my Parm cheese and I'm gonna go to town with it. And then I'm gonna take my Dijon mustard. I'm telling you, I love this mustard. This mustard is amazing. I think it was like $2. That's from Trader Joe's. And it has like a beautiful texture. Like look, it's like whole mustard. Just fabulous. And I loved it, so I'm gonna put a lot in there. And why not take some more pizza seasoning and sprinkle it over. Look at that, it's like a party. And then you're gonna take your tongs and you're gonna mix it around. Just gonna toss it to get all the arugula parts marinated, get your guacamole walked in there, get your tomatoes all set up. Now, you can also put meat on this. I told you, I just got home and I'm not beat to come home and cook nothing, so I'm gonna have a nice vegetarian non-meat meal. It's gonna be amazing though. I mean, this stuff has so much flavor you won't even miss the meat, honestly. So your salad topping is done, and then your pizza's gonna be done in a second. I'll pull it out. So while your pizza cooks, feel free to pour yourself like a nice glass of red wine. I love red wine. Anybody who knows me knows I drink like a bottle a day. But this right here is Montepulciano di Abruzzo, and it is my favorite. It's from Trader Joe's. You know, everything I get is from Trader Joe's. This is from no, it's from Italy. Look at that, the shit is Italian. And we're having pizza, what a coincidence. Yeah, pizza always goes good with a nice glass of red wine. And the pizza is almost done. The bitch needs to hurry up because Scandal is about to come on. Okay, so the pizza is pretty much almost done. You want to like make sure that the crust is like nice and firm. You don't want to burn your cheese on top of it because that'll just be a hot ass mess. But I like this a little bit more cheese. You know, nothing's worse than you having like an okay pizza and be like, well, you know, the bitch shouldn't have much cheese on it. So I'm gonna put more cheese on it. Hold on one second. Okay, perfect. I was able to put a little bit of shredded mozzarella on it, and now the cheese has melted. There's some more cheese on it. It's perfect. I'm now gonna take it and put it on my pizza board. Okay, so now that we have the pizza on the actual board, it's like a wood block. I'm also a big believer in, even if it's just you eating, like my husband is working right now, so it's just me right now. I'm not gonna use a paper plate. I like to like use my nice shit. So I'm gonna put it like on this nice cutting board. It's like a cheese pizza board. And I'm gonna put my mixture, my salad mix on top of it. I actually got this recipe from, not a recipe, but I got the idea from California Pizza Kitchen. They had a really nice, it's called the California Club Pizza, something like that. It was delicious. And I was like, I can make this shit at home, you know? It was like a $17 pizza, and the waitress was rude as shit, and, you know, they always try me in there. So I figured I can make this shit at home for a quarter of the price, by myself. I know that nobody's spitting in my shit. And yeah, look at that. So pretty much, that's what it looks like. I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it. I put all my shit away already, because Scandal has officially started. And there's some crazy shit happening this week. So you're gonna sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on there. And why not put a little bit of hot sauce on it? Right over top that bitch. And there you go. Look how beautiful that is. It's a delicious pizza. It tastes amazing. Hold on, let me just cut it. I don't have like a fancy pizza cutter, but I do have a nice set of shears. And I'm gonna just cut through that bitch. Just like that. This is another tool that I suggest you get. A really good pair of kitchen shears. I use these damn things for everything. These are by, these bitches were expensive, I will tell you that. They're by Shun. Invest in your kitchen. If you love your kitchen, if you take pride in cooking and you really enjoy it, invest in your kitchen. Because the better tools you have, the better you feel. That's like being a makeup artist using e.l.f. Bitch, where? Okay, here's your pizza. Have a nice glass of wine and enjoy.